What's up, everybody? It's your girl D Weezy, and welcome to our show, the Boss Ladies Takeover Podcast. Please welcome my fabulous co-host, Chanel Narcissus,
Hey guys.
Nicole Black,
Hey.
and TQuest.
Hey, Dad.
Thank you all for joining our podcast. We have some great people, meaning ourselves, that will be showing up today. So please invite your family and friends to the show. Chanel, what are you wearing?
Well, since you asked, darling. So today I am wearing my jacket is from In and Out, women-owned, black-owned. My earrings are from True Face by Grace, women-owned, black-owned. Everything I have on is women-owned, black-owned today. My top, I don't know if you can see, let me back it on up a little bit. My top was done by Miss Crystal Freeman of Inspiring Crystal LLC. Oh, my skirt. Can't see my skirt. Oh, let me turn it around. See my jacket. That's the back.
Okay.
Skirt. I don't know if you can see the skirt. But this was also by NSAA African Creations by Marjorie Nicole. And that's what I'm wearing as far as that. And as far as my black fact of the day, leads me to Miss May. I hope I'm saying this right. Jemison, also known as May Carol Jemison. She was born on October 17th, 1956 in Decatur, Alabama. She's an American physician and the first African-American woman to become an astronaut. In 1992, she spent more than a week orbiting Earth in the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Throughout her matriculation, she studied at institutions such as Stanford University, Cornell University in New York City, as well as went on to study in Kenya in 1979. She graduated from medical school, in 1981, and in 1987, she applied to the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA, to be an astronaut. She was one of 15 accepted out of 2,000 applicants. Let's give it up for Miss May Jemison.
Yes.
That's our Black Fact of the Month.
Thank you so much, Chanel.
You're so welcome anytime.
We appreciate that. And I wanted to ask you a question really quickly about the Black Fact. When it comes to, it was something that you said and it just slipped my mind. I apologize.
No need to.
Take your time.
Take your time, baby. Take your time.
That part.
When it comes to Black Fact and Black history, and just the education system in general, learning about our culture and our history, how do you feel about the lack of importance it is in today's educational system?
The lack of importance of what?
Just knowing our history, because they barely spoke about it before, and now they're just trying to get rid of it altogether.
Right. Well, one thing, you can't erase it. So there's that, right? And so to me, to be honest, it starts in the home, because if they can't erase it, they're going to, right? But the fact of the matter is we are here. We are greatness, and we have a lot of people who have paved the way for us to even being on this podcast today. And so for me, though it is sad that they are trying to eradicate it in schools, it still starts at home. It starts at home, and we have to teach our children, who we are, where we come from. We didn't come from slavery. That's not where we started. Mm-hmm. Okay, we were managing civilizations. Hell, we created this whole world, to be honest. But we don't go there right now. But yeah, no, I think it's disheartening and it's very frustrating. But at the same time, again, we have to start teaching our children in the homes, and it starts there.
Okay. Now, when it comes to teaching, a lot of it seems like a lecture, not realizing it's actually an honor to learn history. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like with reading. As we're adults, we love to read, but as children, I don't want to read that. It feels like homework, so it looks like something negative, and the whole time it's something positive. So when you're talking about Black facts, they'd be like, and? Like, why are you telling me this? Because they don't realize how important it is. So the thing is, like, how do we talk to new generation where they're not tuning us out because in their mind it just seemed like I'm back at school. I ain't got time for this.
I mean, you got to be creative. You know, you have to know the child that you are working with or teaching. Some are receptive to it. Some need a little bit more encouragement, a little bit more something to engage them. But it's all about making it fun, making it creative. You know, like I said, not making it a lecture per se, but showing them that they should be proud of themselves, showing them where they come from. Because if you don't know where you can't know where you're going if you know where you came from. Right. Mm-hmm. And so because it is not taught in schools, or if they're trying to get it out of schools, they won't know it any other way. So unfortunately, it's just one of those catch-22s. Like, look, we got to do what we got to do. But I mean, it is, you know, it's true. We have to do what we have to do. And it starts with us. We can't rely on the school system to teach our children about us, because if they, again, if they can get rid of it, they can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So as a teacher, it's not an interview, but I'm just trying to, you know, I'm curious because this is a major topic that a lot of people don't talk about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very curious of your perspective, especially being a teacher yourself. How is it when you're teaching your adult students versus your child students? Because, you know, when you see on reality TV, when they have like dance moms and stuff, they be going hard on the kids, just like they go hard on the adults. So I'm curious, with your teaching method, do you at least lighten it up because you realize you still are children, even though this is like a profession?
Well, every person is different, whether it's adult or a child, you know, so I have to have the ability to adapt to each person. So what I might start with one student, I might not start with another student, right? So it all depends on the levels. There's so many different factors that play into it. And then also the age that I start at 5. So 5 and up, you know, a 5-year-old is not going to have the same attention span as a 21-year-old, you know? So I have to factor in all of those elements to adjust how I approach each student. So each student's lesson is tailored to that student.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? They're getting the same information. It's just a different way that I have to approach it.
I get that. That's how I am with my e-classes and one-on-one classes. They're like, well, do you do group classes? I'm like, I can, but I choose not to because everyone comprehends differently.
Differently, yeah.
You know, God forbid everyone pay for a class. You got that one person, wait a minute, I don't get it yet. Like, look, the hour's almost up. Okay, it's not in my budget for another class. You need to do a one-on-one session. But it happens all the time. Yeah. It happens all the time.
And I get asked that a lot. Do you do group? And I'm like, I mean, I can, but I choose to do the one-on-one. I think it's more personal. Again, I can tailor the lesson to that particular person a little bit more. But I have thought about and considered, you know, offering group classes only for voice though. But it's still on the table. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I just love the earrings.
I will say when I was I didn't like the group settings when I did go to college for ensembles. You know, if you've ever hated it. Yes. Like, and I be trying to tell people really the difference between going to school, actually doing, you know, music, singing music, and actually growing up in the Black church and singing it. Like majority of the time, the people in the church, they're more advanced than people that are in school for, you know, music. But as far as the technical side of it, I would say as far as music theory and all of that, we kind of lack a little bit, but we know what we singing. We just don't see it, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I was in an ensemble, man, we was on that same song. And it tore my nerves so bad that I ended up dropping out of class. So I couldn't do it. Like I'm used to, you know, getting the song the same day, us learning it, and we singing it the same day. Or you know what I'm saying, later in the week, like y'all spending months on the song. Like this ain't it right here. I would be rocking back and forth in the class. My professor would be like, Miss Hutchins, are you okay? No. Because I don't understand how y'all are singing this same song months, you know, every time we come to class, you know, so.
You know what? It's crazy you say that because I remember, like in chorus class, when they started to do certain like old church songs, I just be like, Miss T, please. I swear for God, let me see the sheets. Let me see the music sheets. Cause this is not the way the song is supposed to be sung. She's like, this is the chorus version. I'm like, I get it. Can we jazz it up a little bit? Because we all know the original song, and this ain't it. Right. My thing is, it was interesting seeing a song and breaking it down like sopranos, alto, tenor, and the chorus version. Mm-hmm. So that was definitely interesting, but it still wasn't it. Shout out to DJ Pink Diamond on the check-in. Happy Women's Month. Virginia on the check-in, and shout out to her. She is the program director of Two Fly radio stations, an all-female station. And today we were just paying homage to all the women and stuff on the station. A little more special today since this is pretty much the end of Women's Month. And speaking of Women's Month, before we go on a little bit, Nicole, this hairdo care. I swear to God. Oh my goodness, like you just give it back. Let me here we go. Like it's just popping.
That's a lot. Something. It's just a little something.
I love it.
It's more than a little something.
It really is. You know who you look like? You know how when people be going through a rough patch or they lose a job or get out of a toxic relationship and they just do a whole new revamp of like head to toe. That's what you're giving right now.
Yes, baby.
Well, out of all of that, there's one of that that's true. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well.
I'm gonna mind my business.
They say when you change your hairstyle, everything else changes with it. So get ready for the new season. Sometimes you gotta spice it up a little bit and surprise yourself. Surprise yourself. Yeah. You know, if you say you love yourself, then you'll surprise yourself and then you'll attract what you want.
Woo! Come on.
Wait, in social media, let me hit the heart. Wait, let me share. And I'm gonna follow for the next quote.
That part.
that part.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's giving all over. Like
amazing. It looks amazing.
It's vibrant. It's just gorgeous.
Your aura is telling a new story.
Come on, Quest.
Your aura is telling a new story.
Are you about to move? You finna move?
Honey, wherever the Lord shall take
Hallelujah.
I just ready for me, so when I get ready for, whatever the Lord has, I'll be ready and prepared because he said, "Ooh, that's a new thing right there." Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
See, I gave you a little something.
When I say I'm so excited for the after show, oh my God. I feel like we should be sipping tea and popping popcorn. You know what I mean? Because it's obviously just a story there, but in this moment, it's about your glow, and that trumps everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And before we get into today's show, Danielle, thank you for the introduction.
That introduction, it was going somewhere.
But it landed where it needed to land.
Hey, amen.
Okay, it landed. So that's most important.
Yes.
But how are you today?
I'm doing good. I thought we was going to talk about our big back snacks. I was ready.
Ooh, yes.
I mean, if you want to nip a little bit, if you want to snap a little bit.
Because I was ready. Gone.
I love me some food, y'all.
We're all foodies. Come on.
And I like talking about food. So I did not get a chance to go to Atlanta, let me see, last week. But I was in North Carolina, so I had something better. So I went to McCall's Barbecue and Seafood in Goldsboro, Georgia. Not Goldsboro, Georgia, Lord. See, I was going somewhere and did it.
Take your time. Let's reroute that GPS. Let's reroute it. Let's redo it.
We're going to reroute back.
Okay.
McCall Barbecue and Seafood is in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Okay. And I love them. Like, my parents, when we went, because my parents, they're from Goldsboro, North Carolina. So when they would take us down there, they would actually drop me and my siblings off at my grandma's house, and they go eat, at McCall's while we eating red hot dogs and other stuff. And till this day, no, I don't eat till this day.
Really?
But I hate it. Like every time I see them in the store, I hate it. I don't like it.
Is it because you had it so much, or you just never tried it at all?
Look, honest, no, I tried it. I wasn't a fan of it. Like my grandma said, she set that plate in front of me with the red hot dogs and the bun, and I just looked at it. I said, I'm not hungry.
Change your mind real quick.
Man, I remember them hot dogs down in Carolinas. I remember, that's my childhood now.
No, I was good on that. And so I was happy that I was able to go back there because they have some amazing barbecue and seafood. I had 2.5 plates. I had chopped barbecue. I had fried chicken. I had fish. I had hush puppies. I had brisket. I had and cheese, green beans. I think collard greens.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, I had the whole.
What kind of fish was it?
It was catfish, fried catfish.
Oh,
yes, God, hold alone.
Yeah, fried, black, and what kind? What we talking about? Baked with one.
No, it was fried. It was fried.
Yes.
Wait, that's a big plate. Is this a buffet?
It is.
Okay, because I'm just like, I couldn't even.
Sunday, but that's all right. Yes, Lord. Yes.
You better eat. We went on a Tuesday, and I was happy. I had my hush puppies, and then they had the they biscuits are actually better than, I can't say it. Can I say it? Red Lobster.
Don't worry, everybody heard you.
Oh, they had some cheddar. Man, they was so good. So I was in there like sleep. My cousins and they were just in there talking. I was like half sleep. Like it was really good. So if you guys ever are in Goldsboro, North Carolina, the address is 139 Millers Chapel Road, Goldsboro, North Carolina, 27534. They close at 8 today. So, and fried shrimp is after 4 o'clock. So make sure y'all.
Girl, let me get in the car.
Yeah.
You enjoy.
And I got a chance to go to Buc-ee's. It was my first time.
Really? I still haven't went. It's out here.
You haven't? I loved it.
What is it? I've heard of it, but what is it?
It's basically a gas station, but it's like mega size. They had so many pumps. Like I was like, why do they need all these pumps for? They had a bunch of pumps, and then like inside is literally like a Walmart, but a better version. Like I had a good time in there shopping, y'all. They cook, because I was there at like 10:30. They were still cooking. They had brisket sandwiches. They were chopping up, still cooking.
I heard they're 24 hours.
Gas station?
Yeah, they are 24 hours. Yes, but I didn't know that they were like cooking like that 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, wow. Yeah,
at a gas station.
See, y'all focus on the wrong part. Y'all focus on the wrong part, okay? Because when you put it in your mind, especially bougie folk, right? When you watch different reels and commercials, like she said, it's kind of like a Walmart. It has everything you need while you like at the store, and it's 24 hours, and they got like fresh food and brisket and sandwiches and burgers, and they have like all type of things. And like I said, I've seen it, I passed it. Sometimes I'll go down to Orlando, but I have yet to go there because I got to be mentally prepared, and I want to be a little hungry so the food tastes a little better. No, I'm eating it in the car. And I'm just hoping that today that cook is happy and not pissed off, because sometimes franchise tastes different depending on the mood of the employees and how fresh the grease is. Hallelujah. and how clean the dishes are.
That part.
So-
That
So-
part.
In time, they got their own jerky station, like beef jerky. Like they got everything in there. Fudge, they own fudge station. It's crazy, y'all. Yeah, it's
You're gonna be
amazing.
pumping gas for a long time.
It was 2.5 hours, so I'm good. I can. I'm good on that. We don't have one locally. They're like out. They're out. They're far.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Chanel, when we take a trip, we're gonna have to check this out.
Oh, absolutely. I'm already
Check it out.
car gassed up. Let's go. What? What? Some brisket? Chaplain, sign me up.
Okay, Diana.
Yes. Thank you, darling. I received that.
Oh my! Wait a minute. My tripping. Like, is that your earrings? Is that a scarf?
That's her earrings.
Her earrings.
Okay. Okay.
True face by grace. Black on the
I love your black
I love
owned.
it. I love it.
She's so cute.
Beautiful. She's so beautiful.
Y'all know y'all blush now. Thank you.
Chanel, how was your 5 weeks? Because clearly it seemed like it's been months because it's been 5 weeks because of the weirdness of February.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been forever since we've seen each other.
Yeah.
I know. So good to see you guys. You said, how was it?
How you been?
Busy. Busy. Yes, but in a good way. Starting new students, so that's been good. Growing the business, of course.
How's your book?
Huh?
Your book?
It's good. I gotta get it printed, but it's good. It's done. It's ready. So excited! I cannot wait to share that on the next show, like where to get it from and everything. But yeah, just growing and living and enjoying life. The weather is getting better. Woo!
Yes.
Oh, so honey, so we got to be outside.
No, what is it still? What's the weather? What's the temperature up there for y'all today?
It's probably 60, close to 70.
Yes.
Let me
That's
double
good.
check. Yeah, it is 77. Oh, 77.
77.
We receive it. Yes, indeed. As long as it doesn't rain. I don't want it to rain, but it's 77 right now.
That's good.
Yes.
How's the pollen?
The who?
The pollen.
Oh, I don't think it's
You mean
bad.
that green nasty stuff that's on the car?
It's not even bad.
It's not bad yet.
It's bad out here. I don't like it.
Really? Already?
I heard
Yeah, it's bad down here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Since it started, I've been having headaches.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Claritin, vitamin D, all that. Just
Wow.
stay. Yeah.
Oh,
That's that's how sinus infections happen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So just stay hydrated.
Yes,
Wow.
ma'am. I've been trying. But the pollen is big.
Hydrated.
Man.
I'm quiet. I'm not gonna put my teacher hat on.
Please don't put your teacher hat on.
No,
But
please do. Please put the teacher hat on. Classes in
Mama
session.
said she better be hydrated. She a singer. She better be hydrated.
Yes, ma'am.
We listening, teacher. Anything you want to tell us or teach us today?
Yeah,
We're here to learn. We're here to listen.
No. Stay hydrated like Nicole said. It's getting ready to get hot. And
Yeah.
nobody passing out from heat strokes and all that good stuff. You don't want that. You gotta take care of your body. You get one. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
Yeah, so we definitely I'm curious. Let me ask you, Chanel, since you're on the spot. How did it feel, my love, having our last podcast with all the men? How did you feel about that? Like, did you enjoy that? Did you have fun experience?
You said
I said, how did you feel
the male?
Yeah,
when we had the male on
the male.
Oh,
Yeah, how did you feel about
I love
Yeah,
I love conversation, number one. But I love hearing different perspectives, especially from the opposite sex, because we're women, so we drop certain things. But what's wrong?
I can't see you. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I'm here, baby.
You see us?
Oh, girl. She's so dramatic.
Darling, I'm an actress. What do you expect? No. No, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a great time. Like I said, I just love hearing different perspectives and just learning from different perspectives. Some things I didn't even think about, right? So just learning and just having that engagement, especially with the opposite sex. I loved it. I can't wait until we do it again. I'm looking forward to doing it again. So yeah, girl, I had a ball.
The editing piece of the clip. She said opposite sex. I love it.
Don't you start.
I'm just saying that's what they do in reality TV. They don't twist my words. Nope, they just cropped the one piece and highlighted it. And she said sex. I love it. We're gonna put that in the commercial. Let me edit that real quick.
You bet not.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Of course, Nino and Pearl told me they had a great time. And like I told Pearl, it was nice to see a different side of him. Because usually when we converse, it's about like his podcast or more business stuff. So to see him just chill mode, just up here just being a regular guy, it's cool. Because sometimes we don't get a chance just to be semi-normal. You know what I mean? Just have a regular moment. So it's just nice to see people in that element.
Yeah. I have a question.
She always blushed right before she asked the question.
I know, because I'll say my thought on what I was going to say to your response after the show. But the question was, are we giving thoughts on this Marvin Sapp situation? Ooh.
I ain't taking some water.
Child. You go first. How about that? You go first. Yeah, you go first.
Honestly, it's hard. I will say it's hard. Growing up in church,
okay.
I will say I haven't been in a service like that per se. But I will say I have been in a few services where they have asked for an offering more than one time. But I didn't. But I didn't feel pressured to give, if that makes sense.
But did they ask for like a specific amount?
Yeah. So they'll be like, hey, we trying to reach a goal, this and that and the other. And I have thoughts on that too, just from being an artist. Because like I was telling my best friend yesterday, when you're, Chanel, everybody who artists or entrepreneurs, they know this. Like, if I'm throwing an event, like, I'm not depending on no money from the door to pay for the people that I've hired to do a job. That's just not gonna fly, because really anything can really happen. You may not have the number of people that you anticipated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not depending on that. That's why I have a job, or I maybe have sponsors or people or investors. You know what I'm saying? So so they pay for that portion of it. So I guess from what I saw, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. From what I saw, it was a national convention. And I do understand that when they throw these things, it does cost. But I just feel that a lot of these things should already kind of be paid for. but that's just how I feel coming from, how I do business. But everybody does business differently, so maybe they needed a need. But then again, I'm just like, I know I'm all over the place, but it is a lot, just seeing the video. But then because as an artist, like I said, even like when I throw events, I make sure everybody is already paid a week or 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
So even if I don't get that much money from the door, I still got a job. You know what I'm saying? I still got this that I can lean on and depend on. So that's just how I feel about it. And I know it is a very touchy situation.
Yeah.
So now,
I feel the church subject is a very, very touchy subject. So I try to stay away from it as much as possible. But understanding that churches are technically nonprofits, right? They're 501c3, so they don't pay taxes. They don't do a lot of things. However, I feel like with anything, it should not be expected. If you're going to throw the convention, throw the convention. If you make the money back, you make the money back. But at the end of the day, if it's not being said, okay, this is a donation, if you're coming, you need to make sure you can contribute, put that information out first. What you're not going to do is lock me in a room until you get what you want. That's what we're not going to do, because then like, what is this really about? Right?
Yeah.
Because tithing is not all about money. Girl, don't get me going. I'm getting ready to get going. Tithing is not about money. And so to me, I just felt like you make money. Like you make more money than I'm pretty sure the people in the whole congregation make altogether. Okay, so for you to demand it or for you to require that, so what if somebody didn't have it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I've seen a lot of posts, well, if you don't have $20 to do this, that doesn't mean that I have to give it to you. Maybe that's my last 20. Maybe I gotta feed my kids, or maybe I gotta, buy food for my family or pay a bill, whatever. Because what I've noticed is, well, do y'all give back to the congregation when they need help?
Woo! Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm not gonna start though. I was gonna get started, but I said I wasn't gonna do it. So my thing is, again, I feel like if you're going to do something, don't do it with the expectations of expecting something from someone. Like if you're gonna put on the show, yeah, you want to sell your tickets. That's one thing. But I'm not gonna have my fans come to a show, lock them in a room, and say, all right, before y'all can leave, y'all gotta pay. Give me $20.
Yeah.
Like what? It doesn't work that way. So I just feel like if you want to give it, give it. If you came to hear the word, come to hear the word. But it shouldn't be an obligation that you have to give somebody $40,000. I don't understand that. And then it wasn't like it was just like, we need y'all to donate. It was like a specific number. What do you need $40,000 for?
Right.
Because if it costs you more money to do the event than you shouldn't be doing the event.
That was my point.
I'm just saying.
That was
Because I'm worked up about it, but I'm like I said, I try to be very aware of what I say about this subject. To each their own. I mean, some people agree with it, some people didn't. But at the end of the day, you're not locking me in a room to get no money out of me.
Absolutely. Evangelist Nicole,
Come on.
You want them people in the pulpit. I know that's right, Pastor.
I was about to get the Holy Ghost up.
I see.
Up in here. Well, of course,
come on
it
now.
is not
They ain't nothing but the devil.
The Lord don't want me to. The Lord don't want me to speak. The Lord Jesus. Like peace, be still. It's hilarious to me. Okay.
I want to hear what she got to say.
Me too.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful. How are you?
So it was brought to my attention this past Friday. I didn't know anything about it. So when I saw it, I was like, my first thought was like, are you serious? Are you serious? I said, is this a joke?
Mm.
And then my second thought was, does he know how many people have just lost their jobs?
Mm.
Yep.
Does he know that you are to bring people to Christ? So my whole thing is that now I'm just a little old 411 Nicole Black. I'm a woman of God. I'm a woman of faith. I believe in God. However the case, you don't know my walk. You don't know my journey. So if that's my first time being in a room, you have now traumatized me because you have now treated me hostage for some money that you may not know if I have or have not. My whole purpose may be to just get a word, just to get a message because I just got laid off.
Mm-hmm.
You don't missed your purpose and how you are God, not here to destroy people's lives in their mindset. We're spirit first. So understand you are here to do a purpose. And now, the word says, and don't get me started, but judge not. So how am I supposed to come into a service or convention where I'm trying to learn, where I'm trying to grow, and you just tainted that? All because you want money? You're not going to have to answer to me, but you're going to have to answer to somebody. That's all I'm saying.
Well, she has spoken.
Indeed.
And she said a bar earlier. I got to rewind it back. She said something about you don't know my walk, you don't know my faith, you don't know my life, you don't know my case. I was okay, bars. Hey. We had to wind that back and put a little squiggle line and then put Nicole Black because that was yes. That was good, Nicole. And one thing I would say is I love it's kind of like a book club, right? You read the same book, but everyone has their own perspective and they receive it differently. And it's interesting listening from each and every one of you because everyone look at it similar to a certain degree, but from different perspectives, right?
Right.
I want to chime into what Danielle said about as an artist when it comes to handling business. I love the way you handle business. Chanel handle business like that. I myself handle business like that, But a lot of artists, a lot of promoters, a lot of people don't handle business like that. I've seen it firsthand. In their mind, they just like, oh, I promoted it. I told people about it, so the money at the door, I'm like pay my people off. Then that's what DJs be like, no, I didn't get my money for the night or as the host or as entertainment. They're waiting for the door money. And I'm like, that's tacky as hell. And for the fact that it's still happening, it's awful. You know what I mean? It's awful. Even with me, if I even get deposits, I always have the other money ready to go when I see you, because sometimes you don't see the people before the event, but I have your money ready to go before it even starts because that's what professional people do. But there's so many people out here that don't, right? Yeah. Something else you mentioned about it being a convention. From my knowledge, when you do convocations or conventions, you're paying to be there, which means on average, there was already money taken up for them to get a ticket to even be at the convention. You see what I'm saying? Most convocations and conventions, you're paying your ticket to be there. Yeah. Growing up in Christianity, Baptist, cultured churches, you hear it very often. A lot of the priests and pastors and bishops saying, the Lord is saying to me right now, I see 4 people right now about to come to the altar and give $100. Like you seen it, you saw it. You know what I mean? You probably one of the people that was like, he probably talking to me because I'm going through. So let me listen to the word. Let me listen to God. Let me be obedient. Let me pay it because I need my blessings. So it could have been one of those situations, but he took advantage of his platform. He took advantage because there's more people. Now, if he would have said, us coming together and this is that amount, it comes up to 40,000, and then flipped it on the flex and be like, see, and look at that. Easily 40,000. Why can't y'all do that with your friends and family to start a business? Come together, everybody chip in, turn it into a word to motivate people to come together. That would have been beautiful. But then when he turned around and said, everybody on the pulpit, I challenge you, which I've seen before, $100 each, because being up here ain't free. And I'm just like, okay, we get the admissions at the club church. Okay, here we go. And the sad part about it is you're taking advantage from the clip. This is only based on the clip. You're taking advantage of your platform, which people do all the time, especially in America. Everyone takes advantage of their titles and their platforms all the time. So it's not nothing new. But everyone knows religion is a sensitive subject. It's been questioned about since the beginning of time. It's been questioned about the most in the Black community, and this did not help the case when people already started to look at it more as a joke, as they're just taking advantage. It's bad enough. You're looking at ties, and now they're taking even more attendance, and then they want to see your W-2s and your 1099s, and like it's getting.
But what about the ATMs in the church?
Everything, you know what I mean? Like it's getting so bad. This did not help people really wondering, are you really a man of God, or this is another money quick scheme? You know what I'm saying? Well, I will tell you this. I'm curious to hear his interview because he was just on the Ricky Smiley show the other morning. He put a clip on his page talking about just on the Ricky Smiley show talking about some stuff. I'm curious to hear what he said. Because we don't know the backstory. We only see the clip. Like I said, it could have been something extra. No one talked about it because it's not adding up as a man of God, as someone who is so popular as you, but you don't put nothing past nobody. And at the same time, the partner don't make no sense. This cannot be a Black church because ain't nobody Black gonna let somebody hold them hostage. Like I would try an usher to see if they would stop me. Come on now, let's be real. That does not make sense. None of it makes sense. It's like I joked about earlier about the editing of reality. You know what I'm saying? We don't know the whole story. It could have been more to it that probably bring it all together. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that clip alone, it's already done so much damage that it's sad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to find that clip because I know it has to be somewhere. We live in the world of social media. There's cameras in that studio. So I hope somebody filmed it or we can hear the interview because I'm very curious. Even if he's lying, I just want to know what he has to say. People lie all the time. I don't put nothing past nobody.
Yeah.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
Especially at that year, and
it's interesting. And I have not talked about this situation with my parents who are ministers. I don't want to have the conversation. I don't want to talk about it. I would have never talked about it now. It's two things I really don't talk about, which is politics and religious. Because to be honest, and then we're gonna move on. Most people who think they're ready is not ready for those conversations. Because a lot of people, their mindset and the knowledge that they are aware of is surface level. And they think it's deeper than what it is, but it's not. Your knowledge on these subjects is on the shallow end, and you are not ready for the deep end. We are not having this conversation.
Whoop, whoop.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And there it is, y'all. There it is.
That part.
So, trust God, check everyone else out thoroughly. Yes, yes. So it's been this weird cloud thanks to Danielle on this touchy subject. So in order,
I just love y'all. Like you too.
Yes. Meow, meow, meow. It's your fault. Can we bring some light to the show real quick? Do you guys mind?
Oh, we would love it.
Okay.
It wasn't dark, but we would love it. Yes.
Oh, See,
We lost Nicole.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I said, bring the light, not take it away.
She didn't want the light. She didn't want it.
Oh my gosh. So I'll wait for Nicole to get back.
Yes.
Okay.
But one thing is totally off kilter. Danielle, I didn't even realize they still sold vitamin waters. Is that what you're drinking?
Yeah.
Really? I
Really?
haven't thought about it since the 50 Cent campaign.
I love them. My
my
favorite
God.
one. Yeah.
Is which one?
Tropical.
Oh,
The yellow.
I think when I tried them, my favorite at the time, because I didn't try them all, I think it was called Triple X. Is that a flavor?
Is it the blueberry pomegranate?
Sure.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That's my new thing. Sure. Absolutely. It really is.
Okay.
It's probably
Look, roll over there.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Nicole went to the war room. She went to the war room real quick.
Pray.
Yes.
Oh Lord, y'all just.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just saying it could have been. I don't know. I could have sworn it was a on commercial break. I will find out the name of it while someone else is talking, and then I'll see if that was the one I was talking about. Okay, Nicole, you are back, right?
Yes, hopefully for a minute. Hopefully for
Okay.
the sound.
So
I don't know what's going on with the sound.
I understand. It's because this show is so deep.
It is.
Oh my God.
Look, you gotta do the church. So deep. Right? So that's why. But since we have you here now, time is of the essence, okay?
Yeah.
I want to bring some more light back to the show.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay.
All right. So
Nobody goes anywhere.
what'd you say?
Quest, you're trying to make it seem like I just took us down to the darkness. Like down to the darkness.
I mean, when you was gonna ask the question, we didn't know where it was gonna land, but where it landed was a lot of turbulence. Okay, I just said it was too much. Okay, too much turbulence. You ready to get off this plane and get to our destination of sunshine and coconut bras and booty shorts? Okay, so can we please stop with the turbulence? I gotta go. Get through customs. Get to the hotel. Do my Snapchat. We're here on this beautiful island. It's vacation time, girls trip. You know how we do. Okay, so I want to bring some light. I have this friend that I enjoy 99.9% of the time. Because it's just that 0.01% where she be Aggie. Not the booty. Yes, the booty short. Okay.
Don't be looking at him.
Chanelica.
Yes.
I just want to say Happy Women's Month.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. I'm confused.
Yes, I'm confused too why Nicole Black faded to black. I'm confused too, Danielle. I don't know what's happening, but we got to get through this show. This is why she needs an HP, an Asus, a Dell, an Android, a BlackBerry, a sidekick.
Donate to the Evangelist Fund. Yeah.
Well, at least we can hear you.
Okay, so she's still here.
She's still here. We can hear her, but we can't see
as long
you.
as we
You can't see me.
Good,
Seriously,
good.
you can't see
No.
me. You can just hear
We
me.
told you to fade to black.
I'll be back.
No.
Okay, I'm listening.
Let me bring the light first. While you fade to black.
Oh, God.
No, let me bring the light.
Okay. Right.
Oh, Well, I do have an announcement to make. I am expecting. This is my first one. I'm very excited. To be honest, I never saw this one coming. Didn't think it was gonna happen for me, but it has. So yes, I want to share with all of you all that I would be expecting my first child.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I've been holding it for a long time. Who I thought I was gonna bust.
And you literally going to bust.
Literally. But yes, I wanted to wait for the right time to share with you. So thank you so much, Jenny Ray. Thank you, DJ Big Scott, I'm assuming. BG Scott. Okay, sorry.
I understand. Facebook always got, we gotta have governments and stuff. Congratulations.
Congrats.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is this what you say when you meant coming to the light?
Yes. Because turbulence, okay? The turbulence. It was rough. Okay? Rough. We needed some happiness. Sing it, Chanel. Okay. Sing it. Sing my line. My favorite line in the song.
Oh, you gotta do it because you do it the right way. You do it.
No, because I'll mess it up because I'm nervous now.
Oh, yeah, you're good. Please don't make me laugh.
Wait, because if you laugh, that means you're going to have to pee a little bit.
If you yourself, that's your business over there.
Girl! Look.
God,
we will understand, okay? If you pee a little bit, we get it. We will understand.
I cannot with you too. You too.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And she's back. She's back with Nicole.
Oh, Nicole.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so one thing, right? And she's glowing. So I have 1,000 questions. So I'm gonna start now.
Okay,
so one thing I love is having conversations with family, friends, whoever, right? Mm-hmm. And while you're in the middle of conversations, you hear certain things either on like a bucket list or things they want to do or they wish would happen. May happen, may not. Sometimes you get to a point like I'm already of a certain age or I'm already a certain place in my life. So if it happens, great. If it don't, glow chilla. Yes, she's glowing for real. Oh my God, that is too funny. But when it comes true, it's a beautiful thing. So I have to know, how did you feel the moment you was like, I don't feel so well. What is happening to me? What did you think you had food poisoning? Like, you think it was just a bug or what's
actually? It's a funny story. So I it wasn't that I wasn't feeling well. It was more of I went to get my annual in September, which I try to do as close to my birthday as possible. So this year I did it, about 10 days before my birthday. And usually at my annual, I say test me for everything because you never know. But test me for everything. Everybody should be getting tested. However,
everything.
So when my results came back, they were like, "Oh, you're anemic and pre-diabetic." And the anemia, I suffered from anemia when I was younger. So I'm like, it kind of made sense because I was really tired and. I'm like, okay, I can understand that. And so some of the symptoms that I experienced when I was anemic was happening again. So I'm like, okay. And then the pre-diabetes, well, I have diabetics on both sides of my family. So that kind of alarmed me a little bit because I'm like, okay, we have to do something about that. But she's like, well, it's not really that bad. You're like 1 point over or something. Just exercise and watch what you eat for a while. I'm like, okay, cool, fine. So a few days go by. And I'm just like, I'm still tired. She's like, but once you take the iron pills, you're going to be great. And I'm like, okay. Still wasn't feeling great. I'm still exhausted. And so I was telling my significant other, like, these are the symptoms I'm having. He's like, okay, you might want to get a test. A test of what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, no, the doctor already told me what it was. This is what the doctor said. He's like, okay. So another few days go by, and I'm just like, it's just not getting any better. And so he's like, I really think you should take a test. What kind of test? Because I don't know, I already took the test. They done tested me already. They done said that is this. By the third time, he's like, look, I'm giving you a test. I'm like, you know what? Let me take this damn test so you can get on my nerve because I already know it's not that. Well, sure enough, we get the test. I thought I did it wrong. I ain't never seen it. I always saw it on the TV. The movie. You don't know what you're doing. I never had to do this before, so I don't know. So I'm like, I think I did it wrong. We need to go to the urgent care. So that's Sunday.
Wait, you thought you did it wrong because it came out positive?
Correct. Because it said 5 minutes. The test thing said 5. And this wasn't no cheap brand. He got the good brand. Okay. The test said 5 minutes. It turned in 5 seconds, even less than that. So I'm like, oh, maybe it hit the elements a little too soon or something. I didn't read the directions fully. I don't know what I did wrong, but it wasn't right. So that was on a Friday, and this is now in October. Okay. So that this was the last. First of all, my birthday was September, so you already know I was living it up. Okay, I was having a good time. Okay. So the last part of my birthday was the first weekend of October, which was the taco festival. So into the taco festival. This is now Sunday. So Friday, I took the test. Sunday, we going to the urgent care. Okay. But I got sick at the festival. So I had to leave early. So we went to the urgent care and the lady comes back. We was in there maybe about 15 minutes. The lady come back. I do what I have to do. She come in 5 minutes. Ma'am, you're positive. I said, for what? You don't come and tell somebody they positive. You ain't explaining what they positive for. What did you test me for? Because first of all, absolutely not. So I'm just in like complete shock. Like, huh? So it was alarming because it was like, well, I asked to be tested back in September and they clearly didn't because here it is in October. I'm pregnant. So I had been pregnant since August and didn't know it. So exactly.
Wow.
So when I did find out, actually, no, when we left the urgent care, okay, I'm like, I'm allegedly pregnant because I need to get the sonogram from the OBGYN to fully prove because it's not registering. It's not registering. And so then I had to wait a whole week and a half to get to the sonogram. Girl, we get in there. As soon as she put the scope or whatever you want to camera, whoever, the baby popped up. I got to cry. I'm like, it's real. It was real. So it was, it was crazy. But I was just really exhausted. I was really tired. The food that I usually like, I didn't like anymore. It was some symptoms, but again, I thought it was from the anemia and the pre-diabetes. So pregnancy was the last thing I was even thinking of. It wasn't even on my mind, child, at all. Because I was like, I'm a little older now. If it hasn't happened, it's probably not. So I was kind of making my peace with it. And not saying I didn't want it to happen. Not saying I did, but I started thinking as I got older, like, well, I kind of wish I did. Maybe have at least one. So I struggled with that for a few years, but it was like, if it's meant for me to be for me. If it's not, it's not. And that's okay. I have to make my peace with it. So this was definitely a big surprise. Completely took me off guard. I still was in shock. It's still surreal. Like, it's like, I know that I am, but it's not real yet. Like, it hasn't really quite all the way set in. Like, girl, you got to push out a baby. Like, a whole baby. I have the baby, the whole baby. You understand what I'm saying? That's how that came about. But yep.
I just I'm happy for you, right? Hey, I'm happy for you, but for some part of that story, this don't make sense.
What part?
Look, from what I recall, every time a female go to the doctor, no matter what the situation is, you can have a headache. They check you to see if you're pregnant. Like that. I'm like, I'm not paying you.
And that's why I was like, no, the doctor said this. And I'm like, I'm figuring they ruled it out. So I'm like, well, I'm not even worried about it because the doctor said, and that's all I kept saying. The doctor said this. That's what I'm going by. And he was like, no, I really think you might want. No, I'm not doing that. For what? You getting on my nerve with it now. So finally, I did, supposedly hush him up, but that didn't work because clearly I was the one that got hushed.
Hush.
Mm-hmm. Listen, but it's everyone is very excited. My parents are extremely, extremely excited. They didn't think I was going to either. I was like, yeah, welcome to the club. And
because you're an only child, right?
Technically, yes.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
didn't he? Hey, man, hold it up. He's sure there.
He's like, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you.
Exactly. And they said they tested me. So I was like, oh, okay, well, then this is what it is. I got to, start working out. But it was like I was trying to work out, but I was just too tired. It was just a lot, So then to come to find out, like, I'm who? Oh, no, that can't be right. Y'all need to do this again. Then I'm like, well, maybe when I went to the earlier care, maybe they had the same test I did. That was wrong. So because something ain't right. Like, no.
Well, I guess that was the greatest birthday present you can get.
Baby, not to mention, and then got my dream dog before we even found out. He got me my dream dog, which was a Yorkie. Okay, but yes, I got my dream dog. So now I have 3 dogs. And then we get surprised with this news. So it was like, interesting. Okay.
So you got all your gifts at once.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay. Well, this was a special birthday. So
yeah.
You got all your gifts.
Yes, indeed. Yes, Lord, indeed.
Well, won't he do it?
What? Won't he will? Okay.
But I get that the surreal part because like my oldest sister, she was the first one out the 3 of us, to get pregnant, but it still didn't make no sense. Like, why? And then she's so small, so she wasn't showing much. And then when she was, it still didn't register because it just I don't know. Like, I don't think it registered until he was here.
Yeah, like, yeah. I'm telling you, like, I can feel him. I'm feeling him a lot more now, but I feel like I'm relatively very small. Mm-hmm. Like, I have a student who she's 3 weeks ahead of me. She's having a baby as well.
What kind of song was y'all singing that everybody got pregnant? Let me know so I won't sing.
Listen, you better hush it now. You better go on and hush it now. But she's like huge, and I'm like, is something wrong? Because I'm not that big. I'm serious. Like I'm thinking, am I doing something wrong? Because you start considering the baby. You start staring. Are you doing everything right? I want to make sure I'm doing everything perfectly fine. So, but every week the doctor's like, oh, you're doing great. You're right on time. This is the right measurements. I'm like, okay, if that's what y'all saying.
Well, you know what? We're experts, right? So let's see how realistic this is, okay? Well.
I look a little bigger there, but
now that's a normal size stomach.
It don't look normal to me. Not right here.
Huh. I just want to rub it.
Oh!
Don't worry, it'll be cocoa butter, shea butter, whatever.
Hey, cocoa, please, thank you.
Okay. Now it takes 2 to tango.
Mike John, who was our photographer for my maternity shoot. Mike John, based out of Baltimore.
Shout out to the photographer.
Yes.
Shout out to the photographer. Shout out to you. But someone had to shoot the club up.
What?
So,
Oh.
oh my God. When I say Chanel is like so cute, her height is just, she's so cute. That is so cute. Did you cry at the shoot? I would have cried at the shoot.
Oh, really?
I would have.
Why?
Usually don't get too big on your first. But oh my gosh.
that.
Because it
I
looks
have
so
that
emotional.
too.
Like you guys are having like a full circle moment. It looks so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It was first of all, it was an amazing shoot. Like I can't wait to share more of the pictures, but on my platform. But it was magical. It really, really was. So I'm so happy. It turned out exactly the way I wanted. Like I said, working with an amazing photographer. He actually did my my video for Pretty Eyes. He doesn't do music videos anymore, but working with him, he knew exactly what I was looking for, what I wanted, and he executed just beautiful photos. So yeah. Oh, thank you.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Nicole, you with us?
Listen. We say nothing. I'm here. Let's just pray that the waves and the sound waves and everything waves just allow me to stay here so I can hear.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, okay? There's somewhere in the United States between Eastern Standard Time and Central Standard Time that it is 4:11. So we're gonna teleport there. Okay. And we are going to what does it look like? What look like? I don't know what that means. I'm not going to digest it. So somewhere in America.
It's 4:11.
It's 4:11.
Yes. So I'm gonna just start, okay?
Please.
So glad we can laugh, Lord. So I'm gonna just say congratulations to my girl. I'm so happy and excited for you. I'm so sorry I was not on to say my excitement. I'm excited. So, all right, so it's going to get a little deep, but it's we've been working on self, and we've been talking about women, and just working on our friendships and our relationships overall. So this past week I had an epiphany. And so it says, for me, and this is something I want to share with you all just to kind of get your perspective. You don't have to answer. You can answer this in your own space and time. But let's start about I am 411, breaking the cycle. So we have familiar patterns of behavior that we have all can grow into or have experienced with people in our lives, right? So when I say patterns of behavior, we have patterns of behavior. We have a tendency to attract the same kind of people into our lives because of our own familiar patterns of behavior. We sometimes say to people, this is just how I am, just the same as I am. But I have a question for you. Are you accepting your old familiar patterns? Are they working for you? Do they even mirror what you do on your day-to-day life in the past? Does it work for you now? So those are questions that I've been questioning myself about. Like, my patterns don't work no more. They're just certain things that I don't need to go back to, and I need to stop attracting some similar patterns that don't need to be in my existence. Yes, so sometimes we have to start attracting better patterns. We have to outgrow the old and welcome the new. So in order to welcome the new, we have to let go of the old. So embrace your new patterns of behavior and let go of the old patterns that don't belong to you anymore, because that's not who you are now. I am 4'11". I'm more than just my height. Thank you.
You can be my pastor any day. Okay.
Amen.
Okay. So I'm not going to start first because I kind of don't understand the question. So Danielle or Chanel?
Chanel, let's play rock, paper, scissors real quick.
So,
and you know she's dead serious too.
I'm gonna pose the question. What are, do you want to have your old patterns in your new lifestyle? If you're choosing to do new things and if you want to attract new people into your life, you got to let go of the old patterns of behavior. Sometimes we attract people in our lives that are not on our same wavelength anymore because we outgrew our old patterns. So we got to change our patterns. So what are you willing to change? You don't have to answer it. It is more so an internal question for yourself. So ask yourself in your me time, are these patterns still working for me or have I outgrown them? Because I don't want to keep attracting the same people that no longer serve a purpose in my new patterns of behavior. So yeah.
So we're gonna handle that in the we time, not the me time, because I want to know their answers. So Chanel, you were saying?
I'll start. Okay. I think the first of all, the first thing is recognizing or even understanding that these patterns no longer work for you or that they are detrimental to where you're trying to grow to, right? And then once you are aware of it or you become aware of it, then the second step to me is, are you willing to change it? Because sometimes we get very comfortable. We are extremely comfortable. Like, well, you know what? It's been working. Technically not, but I'm comfortable here. I don't have to change. I don't want to change, So because change is not always easy and it's not always welcoming because it can be very hard, right? And so having that desire, having that willpower to want to change, especially if it's negative behavior or negative patterns, I should say, wanting to change that for the better is more difficult than staying in it and enjoying it, right? Or staying in it and just dealing with it, right? So once you come to that conclusion of self and you say, you know what, this is no longer serving me. This no longer helps me. This is no longer going to help me get to where I'm trying to go or be the person that I desire to be. That's when the hard work starts, right? Because we all are human. We all make mistakes. We all go through our different journeys. But at the end of the day, you have to want it for you. But I will say, again, kind of piggyback on what Nicole said, you can't accept or receive what is for you if you're still holding on to what's not, right? And so going through that journey and going through it completely, not getting interrupted, not that, that same pattern come back or creep back in, you have to do the work. And so for me, it's just a matter of due diligence.
Yeah.
Knowing yourself, knowing again, if this is hurting you, if this is detrimental to you, you got to let it go. And you have to be aware of self.
That's it. Yeah.
And you have to hold yourself accountable to not allow those situations or those type of people or those type of behaviors and patterns to re-enter. Because the moment that you do, you're going to go right back.
Yeah.
Because that's what that's what you're comfortable with, right? So that's why I say it's so much more difficult to put in the work to not go backwards than to just say, well, you know what, hey, like this is who I am. No, it's not who you are. Mm-hmm. Is that who you want to be? So that's one thing. If that's what you want to be, go on and do what you do. But it can't serve in my life. I'm so silly.
Her.
Wow, so silly.
Baby gonna be blessed. Yes.
Well said. Well said, Miss Chanel Narcissus. Yes. I love that. I want to take it to the comment section first. Chanel, you are our reader, so here we go.
Miss Jenny Ray says, yes, since I've let people go, the good things I've been praying for have been showing up in my life. Exactly. I'm developing patterns to meet the news I want to go in life. new patterns are needed to go to the new places. Exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly right.
Yes.
And when you get there, you'll know how to handle it.
Yes.
Come on. And appreciate a whole lot more.
Woo, we getting deep, y'all. We getting deep.
We growing.
Absolutely. Earlier, Nicole and I was laughing at two different things, and I'm not gonna say what I was laughing at, but Danielle knows what I was laughing at. But it's her turn. Yes, I love your background. I would say that. Yes, level up season. Let's go.
Yes. So.
She's so cute.
I think it's a nervous thing. But anyway, so hey.
Good afternoon.
So so a lot of people, it's this the same thing that we and other people talk about and preach about. People want to be rich, they want to be this, they want to be that, but they don't want to put the work in. And a lot of times people get stuck and they get comfortable, and you can't depending on what you're trying to reach. Well, really, what 411 and Chanel said, you can really eat on that for every aspect of your life, whatever you are trying to do, because it's going to take work. People are lazy. They don't want to do it. Honestly, they just don't want to do the work. And it'd be so funny to me. People be like, well, I'm not going to say this person, but
you can say it in the after show.
Okay, in the after show. They be like, I want to have a ball play. I want this and that. But it's just like, do you have like the time management? Do you have the patience for all of that? And 9 out of 10 is no, they don't. They just want what they see, Housewives of Atlanta or Love and Hip Hop. These things, it takes time. And then like people want stuff overnight. And it don't work like that. That's not, because
it's real anyway.
Because if you get it, overnight, it's not going to last. And like what I tell people all the time, the purpose of, destiny and your purpose in life is longevity. That is the purpose of it. God wants you to have longevity in everything that you do. But if you get it overnight, you're going to squander it and you're not going to appreciate it. Like the journey, like she was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, hashtag growth. Yes, Danielle with the preaching. We are on it today. Okay, we're gonna bring it back to the audience real quick. Chanel.
Sure. Ryan Terrell says, I've let some folks go that I've been associated with since school years. And since the doors have continued to open. Exactly.
See?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's almost like, I'll say that, like taking inventory, right? So when you take inventory of yourself, because we don't make the time, and you said it, you pointed right on the head, Danielle, you have to prioritize. That's what I heard. You have to prioritize. You have to put yourself first, and you have to make the time. If you can prioritize your schedule to meet with this person, do this with that person, you have to make yourself the priority. Did I go black again, y'all? Wait a minute.
No.
Why would you think that?
Okay.
Why would you think
I don't know. It just
it's because the Quest was laughing. That's why.
Right. So I was like, I went black.
Yes, of Quest, what you laughing about?
You got that right, Jenny. You are the CEO of your lives.
I only was laughing because it's like confirmation. I tell a lot of my clients, if you can put your work schedule on your schedule, you can put your me time on your schedule because you're way more important than that job. So just hearing it from somebody else is just confirmation that,
Wait, did you say you weigh more than that job?
What?
Is that what you said? I thought you said you weigh more than that job.
You're more important than that job.
Right.
Oh, I got you. Okay, that's what I was like. Oh,
you're way more important than that job.
Yeah, you're replaceable for them.
So
But yeah, if you make yourself that your priority, right? And I'm learning how to do that. I'm learning how to make myself my priority. And that's the glow up. That's the glow up when you feel
we can't hear you.
Come on.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, that's good.
You. No.
So as you get your life together,
yes. Brian Terrell says it was a process and everything you could think of, but easy. Exactly. Jenny Ray says, make sure you show up for you. You have to, because the thing is, you can't show up for anybody else until you show up for yourself. How are you gonna be good to somebody else? You're not good to you. It's not gonna work.
Right.
Absolutely.
So absolutely right. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And what I got from what Danielle was saying, to me, with the age of social media and reality TV and all these things, we want something that doesn't even really exist, right? Social media is a highlight reel. They show you what they want you to see, but they don't see the struggle. They don't show, the hard work that it took to get into it, if it did, And so for me, it's like, we want these things, and we see these things, like you mentioned, like a ball player, this, yeah, that might be cool and all, but in that lifestyle, but what are you bringing? Is this your lifestyle, right? Are you dedicated to having that lifestyle for yourself, right? And so we see these things, we see these, oh yes, nice, is beautiful, but most of it is not even real. It's not real. So we're trying to get something that doesn't exist, and then when you're not getting it, or if you do happen to get something, it's not what you really thought that it was. So you have to know self first, and if that's the type of lifestyle you want, you have to create that lifestyle for yourself first. And then let it come to you. If it comes to you, it won't matter because you already created it for yourself anyway. So hello, I'm just saying.
Ooh, we closing our women's mouth with a bang, boom, boom. Mic check.
That part.
And you know what listen, mic check. I was like, Lord, come on now. Come on.
You was getting right to like the.
I know it's getting meaty.
I was dropping it, but no, what I was saying was, maybe if I stay still and not move. What I was saying was, you have to learn how to pour into you, and the more you pour into you, the more you glow up, because the more you attract. If you put that energy out there, you are an energy, so put it out there. Put out what you want in the atmosphere. Today, I heard a message that was so on point. There are people waiting for you. There are people that are waiting for you. And now that I'm learning how to step into my purpose, I'm like, oh my God, it's not about me. It's about the people that are waiting for me. So I got to get me right so that I can walk into rooms and break down walls, because there are people that are waiting to be free when they're trapped. So until I can move out of my own way, and that means pouring back into self, that's when I will be able to break down barriers and walls that I've never been able to break.
Yes.
And so, and my new word that I've been saying on a regular is that I am a rising phoenix, and I'm ready to catapult to my next level.
Yes, Lord.
So you got to be your own rising phoenix.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to get yourself ready, because when you get there, you're going to soar. You're going to soar. So continue to keep pouring into yourself. Ask yourself some real intense questions. Make yourself priority. And trust me, when you set those boundaries, everybody else will fall into alignment. More money will come into your pockets. More wisdom will come into your knowledge, so that you can be able to pour into others, because there are people that are waiting to pour into you. You just got to move out your own way. I'm done. I hope y'all heard me.
What? Look, when I say like everything today, I just keep vision confirmations and all this stuff. Ever since I was a child, I was known to be a seer, right? You just talk about a rising phoenix, right? This young lady just hit me up for graphic design, and her name is Lady Phoenix, and she just sent me a phoenix literally the other day.
Wow.
To use for her design. So to hear it today, hello, like it's just it's just confirmation.
Properly told.
Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And everything you're touching on is just right on the nail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because like all of you said put together, you don't know. Yes, everything, we live in a popcorn society. No, we live in a microwave society. Everything's quick, right?
Yep.
Everybody know the microwave ain't the healthiest. So there's a lot to that quickness. And it's just like the lottery. Yes, someone may hit the lottery, everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's not always going to be you. You never know who's going to be. Everything's at random. Everything's Russian roulette. Even if you see it on social media, reality TV, even though all they're doing is altering their reality for a paycheck, does not make it real, you know, because now people are they're just desperate that they're saying anything and doing anything, and it's an uncomfortable reality to watch. I used to watch it just to learn different people's dynamics and personalities, but now it's so watered down and fakeness. I'm just like, I don't even need that energy. Like, I'm good. I just stopped watching a lot of it because of that alone. And then, like Danielle says, a lot of people that want to do things, but they're not willing to put in the work, right? Even when you see people online, if you're watching the right people online, watch the ones that show you the backstory of it all. Yeah. How to do this and how to do that, how it takes hours of editing, and then it takes thousands of retakes just to do that 10-second clip. You know what I mean? Yeah. So much to it that people don't understand. And that was gonna tap into my TQuest hot mess moment for the day. I'm gonna put on pause for a second because it was something that you guys were talking about. Because the other day somebody was asking me something, and it was like, "Well, how come you don't do this? And how come you don't do that?" And I'm like, I love for people always say, "How come I don't be doing things?" Right? Y'all keep forgetting I'm only one person. I can't do everything, even though I've been blessed with many gifts. I'm still only one person doing a million things, okay? And then I'm just like, well, you want to know the reason why I can't do this, that, and the third? And when I broke down my day-to-day and the things I do, and then the stuff I sacrifice and the things I do for others, like when I broke down my backstory, what I have to do in order to make y'all happy and pleased, they was pretty much in tears because he was like, I didn't know. I'm like, because it's not your job to know, because you only see the end result. You don't see the rest of it, you know, because at the end of the day, you're not supposed to see the rest of it because it's not your job. It's my job. You know, like when I talk to people, they just automatically, well, you know, my day is like this and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. They just pour all this toxic. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, well, how are you? I'm fine. Because that's all you're going to get from me. I'm not telling no story. I'm not talking about this. That is not for you, because technically that's not the reason why we're on this conversation. You want to vent and you need an outlet. But one thing is, I am the Queen Libra. I keep my life very balanced. I put up my boundaries. Some people know now in my new book, not chapter, my new book of life, everything's on a time limit. You know, so I'll give you your moment because you may not have nobody to talk to, but your moment's not going to last longer than I need it to last. I used to do things just to please others. Now I'm like, no, I'm not giving you the option. These are my availabilities. These are my windows. You let me know if you can fit in those. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. Because I have to do that for and me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I just heard? I heard
yes, love.
Spirit drop and say, if you want microwave results, you're going to get microwave results. But if you want to savor what's in the oven, then you know that it's going to be a process and it's going to taste even better because it was well made. So those that want microwave results, they're not going to appreciate the value of the substance of the seasoning. Because sometimes when you cook things in the oven and it takes time, and you put it in the refrigerator and you go back and eat it the next day, it's even better was the first time. It's a reminder of trusting the process. Trust the process, you get the better results. But if you don't trust the process and you just get microwave, temporary, short term, we ain't staying. I don't taste nothing. It's nothing to taste because you didn't trust the process.
I know that you're being deep, but the three of us,
I only thought about the food.
They got leftovers.
I was like, I feel like I need to go marinate some meat.
Oh, God.
I just feel like I need to go marinate some meat.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
We are all foodies. Just saying.
Yes, Lord.
Well,
sometimes people are not ready for quality.
You're right.
Sometimes, and you know what it takes to get quality.
Yep.
So
You're right. Okay. Woo! Yes, God. I love you, lady. You guys are wonderful. I love the balance.
Yeah. So
because
funny.
sometimes it'd be so heavy that you got to learn how to do the balance.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have the balance in the show. You have to have the balance in the show.
absolutely.
So thank you
Like
so much.
Nicole, like honestly, the whole time you was talking about the oven, these two big bags appeared.
Woo!
Thinking about food.
I'm just like, we're gonna take some steaks out, a meatloaf. I don't know. Make a pot roast.
Listen, and I just had some. Listen, baby.
Find out.
Oh,
Listen, because I could taste it. I was, ooh.
right? I'm just like, I need something well seasoned and marinated.
Oh, yes, because the seasons come together. They got to sit for, they got to settle, you know?
Woo.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Sean Wright. Good afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Sean.
Okay. One is with your shoes.
Thank you, Jenny.
You know what? Because of the type of statement it is, I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna let this one comment pass.
No. Jenny, she was over there like this. Thinking.
First of all, you're right, Danielle. First of all, Chanelica was like this before she was with a child. Okay, we be having nope. No, this ain't new. This ain't new. It's not new
Oh, Lord help me.
at all. I don't want to hear that now. You know, I'm in for two now. You had two servings before the biscuit was in the oven, okay?
Oh,
So
that part. Sure did. Sure did.
Blur.
Yes. We
All
like
right.
to eat.
Can I have a segment now?
Yes.
I mean, so you know when my prude and bouge side come out, that means someone done got on my last nerves, right? Okay, so long story short, you know, when it comes to radio shows and podcasts and the interviews and everything, right? I love to do what I do, but there's nothing like being the guest. It's nothing like people asking you questions. Nothing like dropping your knowledge, right? Because I got a lot up here. I'm deep. At the same time, I like to test out different platforms so to see if I can recommend people, recommend their podcast to other people. just say. Good. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, well, someone want to do an interview. I'm like, you know, what's a great podcast? Or I'm like, I know someone that would love to be on your platform, you know, just to connect, to build, network, all that stuff. So I like to be the tester. And recently I saw messages of people want to interview entrepreneurs, female in particular. So I reached out to them. I'm like, I see you're looking for people to interview. What's the steps? I send them my information, my bio, my pics, my stuff is ready on go. You already know. Indeed. So you just let me know when it is. If it's virtual, is the camera on, camera off? Like, let's get it done. As soon as I put it on my calendar, we good to go. Now, everyone doesn't do business the same, okay? It's on the calendar, which means you own me for that hour, which means I can't double book. I can't put a client in there. I can't, because this is your time that you asked for, you request, and I'm respecting it, you know? Day of, people do things differently. I'm waiting for a confirmation to make sure we're still on. I don't hear anything. I'm just like, maybe you did your research, or no, I'm going to show up because I'm a business person, right? Nothing so far. Now it's 30 minutes beforehand. Haven't heard nothing. So I'm messaging them in a variety of ways. Are we still on? Right? Are we still on? I don't hear anything to the next day. Right? So my thing is, you kind of wasted my time, and I don't like things like that. My time is very valuable. And here's my thing. Anything can happen on either side, right? I give people the benefit of the doubt because anything can happen. People can get sick, accidents, like anything, right? So you can't always jump to conclusions. But it's all about what you do in the next moment that determines a lot. And then when I got a message back, the person said, you didn't show up for your interview. We waited for 15 minutes. I had 3 more after you and all this stuff, right? I'm just like, you never sent me a link, you know? And I'm like, and on top of that, I contact you on 2 different platforms confirming that we still had an interview. And then they forward me over an email showing the link. And I'm just like, that's not my email. You wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is,
that should have been sent to them.
I'm just saying. And now you can't say nothing because you try to flex on me. That's the part I don't like. You tried to flex on me and you couldn't because the arrow was on your side. Like Danielle and Chanel said earlier, it's all about how you handle business. If you're going to have someone on your show, the professional thing to do is just confirming that we're still on for tomorrow, or just confirming that we're still on for later. Like, so you know you're not wasting your time too. Right?
That part.
And I'm just like, and then when you hit me back, it's not the same night. It's the next day, and you try to flex on me like we was waiting for you. I'm like, no, you wasn't. I was waiting for you. Even if you would have replied back to the message I sent you 30 minutes prior, then you would have known.
Well, why you had to reach out and never mind.
That's my point, Chanel. That's my point. I shouldn't have to. And I tried to do it 2 different ways. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, giving people the benefit of the doubt, but you didn't give it to me. That's what I mean. We live in a world of people that's so self-entitled that you would rather have a moment to say, well, we waiting, they're not showing up, so it is what it is. They wasting their time.
Out, like,
they're unprofessional. Or you could have just come off your high horse and could have been like, hey, it's that time. Are you still coming? Blah, blah, blah. And then all of it would have been handled. Or if you know you're waiting on someone, why aren't you looking at your social media or your email just to see if they communicated or try to contact you?
How about not wait?
You see what I'm saying? It's just like, and that's how you really
that part.
F them O's. You stupid. But I don't like things like that because now this is our first time interacting. And it shouldn't have not taken that far when it could have been prevented ahead of time if you wasn't so self-entitled. And the next day I had another one with somebody else. And I'm waiting on their platform, which I already have the link, for like 30 minutes. I'm messaging them. Are we still on? I'm still waiting. And then it was like, well, the Zoom said 8 o'clock. I'm just like, but you told me it was at 8:30. So why did you tell me about your Zoom being 8 o'clock if you told me the interview's at 8:30? Make it make sense. Like, what is wrong with people?
What?
My point. This is what I'm talking about. And I tell people, this is why I don't do business with everybody. This is why I don't connect with everybody. I don't care if we are connected to organizations, connected to music, business. I look at you as an individual and how you handle things. And yes, I'm here to love and support everyone, but I put up my boundaries a lot for reasons just like this. People want positions and titles or want to have a platform, but you don't know how to handle it because you don't even have proper etiquette.
Ooh, that just hit my spirit.
So when things like this happen, she comes out.
Yes, let her out. Let her out.
She's out, we have a problem. Because I don't do things like this. I'm a professional. My time is very valuable. But I guess we're all just not the same.
No. Girl.
I'm sorry, you guys.
No.
Great job, Janelle. All of y'all conduct a great show every week. Look forward to each topic. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so when I have my moment, it's not a venting moment. It's to tell the story, and then you guys chime in. Okay.
Is Nicole, you there? Okay. Well.
Okay.
Like you said, I mean, and I agree with you. You cannot do business with everybody. Not everybody knows and understands business. So you have to be very cautious of who you deal with because it can be extremely stressful, and I don't have time for that. I have no time. My like you said, your time is valuable. Just like you want me to respect your time, respect mine. You should have had the link the day before. There should have been some sort of communication the day before.
Confirming that you received it. Anything could have prevented the whole situation.
Double check, hey, is this the correct email? However way you two communicated, right? Should have been reached. You should have been reached out to prior to. And then, like you said, you're gonna try to wait until, and then the next day, not even the same night, the next day.
Girl.
But again, you have to remember, just like everyone is not you, everyone is not me, everyone's not Nicole, everyone's not Danielle, right? And so although we have to put that into consideration, it's still a level of expectation when you're talking business, right? Absolutely. And if you're going to come at me in a business way, okay, cool, we can handle this business wise. However, how do you do business? Because if I can't rock with it, I can't rock with it. Can't, and so it's unfortunate because a lot of people burn a lot of bridges that they don't even realize that they're burning until it's too late. You see what I'm saying? Because my experience of you was a negative one when it could have been positive.
Absolutely. It goes back to the microwave situation. Yep. Nowadays, everyone can be an artist. Everyone can be a podcaster, radio personality. This is the microwave part of it. Everybody can have it because now platforms is for everyone. But guess what? At the end of the day, if you don't have the proper business and handle, we are not the same. We are not on the same level.
No.
Like you can do things differently, but still certain things that is required.
Professionalism.
That people don't understand,
So most people don't know how to be professional.
Yes. Or they think it is professional because there are people who accept any and everything. So in their mind, it's okay. No, when you mess with a certain caliber of guests, it's totally different.
It's totally different. Or like you said, they have this sense of, well, you need me. I don't need you. Oh.
You sure about that? That's why I like actually doing the interview. Because once they start asking questions and I be with that light, subtle, humble flex, I'm like, you and I are totally different.
Mm-hmm.
We are not the same. But I can help you though.
Hey, that part.
You can book a consultation. And
that
now I have to
part.
help you with the professionalism that you need or what you need. Okay. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Exactly.
And that's, oh my gosh. People like question. A lot of people, I'm like, yeah, I know a lot of people, but I do not do business with a lot of people. So now you know you've seen it firsthand. You was like, who I need to know, Quest? Who I need to know? No.
That part. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're burning a bridge where you didn't even know that could be a resource. That could be an ally for you in the future, right? And so how you treat me now, why would I want to recommend somebody to your show?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're the one who's looking for people. Hello. Right? So why would, okay, I'm not going to start because y'all be getting me started.
Ooh, I love when we get the boosh moment, girl. If we Quest, like, yeah.
The same.
Right. So I'm gonna go to the audience really quickly because I do follow Jenny, and she's one to let everybody know she had an amazing appointment yesterday with a videographer.
Nice.
I think based off the post I saw yesterday, she did her video shoot. So
congratulations.
That's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? Very nice setup and website. So we're happy for you, Jenny. We're happy.
Yes, very.
Because Jenny, when I say she's a mom, she's a busy person. She worked hard and she about to get a degree. Like she been on her superwoman for sure.
Girl, so do your thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, we love that. Let me see. Do I want to make a pot roast?
I told you, Nicole, get ready. I'm getting the car ready. We're going to eat somewhere. whether it's Danielle's or whether it's Quest, we're going somewhere to eat.
I'm making salmon tonight.
Oh,
I want that. We're going to Nicole's house. Okay.
You know what's crazy? Salmon is probably, definitely one of my favorite foods. And since I've been pregnant, I haven't had it.
What?
I haven't desired it. And my significant other, he doesn't really care for salmon like that. And he's been craving it. And I don't want it. I'm like, not interested. Huh?
Who's been craving it?
My baby.
So, you're who?
My baby. Not the one in my belly.
Not the one in the baby.
No, not the one.
Because I'm just like, how the baby telling you requests? I'm just
what do you do? Listen. What's crazy? Everyone keeps asking me, well, what's your craving food? What's your craving food? And I'm like, I don't really have one. I will say, like in the beginning, I wanted a lot of red meat. And I don't eat a lot of red meat like that. But like I wanted pot roast, pepper steak. I wanted, all kind of stuff. But what was outside for me was ice cold water. I don't drink ice cold water. And that's all I can drink. Not room temperature, absolutely not. He's not interested in that. It has to be ice cold. So I would say that has been the biggest craving of everything. But I'm coming down to get that pot roast. What you putting with it? Mashed potatoes, rice, which one we doing?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even know what a pot roast is. I just keep talking about it.
Girl, hush.
Is that the meat when we had the baby carrots and stuff in the pot?
You can, yes.
Yeah.
Listen, ooh, girl, we on the
I was gonna make
pot
steak and cabbage and stuff tonight, but wait, pot roast. You just like massage it with the seasonings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yo, people in these crock pots, I can't, man. If I use the crock pot, I still gotta monitor it. I'm not leaving it on, leaving the house. I don't care what nobody say.
Put the timer on.
Huh?
Timer on.
Timer or not?
I don't have a timer on mine. I got to upgrade. But girl, put that timer on.
Do that again. You got what? What was that? Do it again.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You're an actress. And action. You got to do what?
upgrade.
You gotta upgrade. You gotta do it the same way you did it.
She didn't say it like that.
She did. How she do it in yo?
No.
You know what? Now hiring new friends. Y'all stressing me out, man. Y'all supposed to be entertainers. You can't even do one line. All she said was upgrade, and y'all won't even do it. It's fine.
It wasn't even like that. She said it deep, way down there. She said it down there.
How she do it?
I do.
Oh, see what I'm saying? Anyways, no, I don't feel comfortable leaving anything on, whether it's low or not, while I'm away. If I'm in the other room, yes. But not out the house.
I understand that.
Oh,
sweet.
that was a whole segment right there.
What was that?
It was what you said and how you said it that made me think something else. But
you know what? It's time for the after show. Closing remarks. Who's going first? I swear to God, it's time for the after show. Let's go. Who's up first?
Well, we thank y'all so much for being part of. Man, come on. Man,
I love it because you blush. You blush. I love it. Go ahead, cutie. Do your thing.
Hold on. Get a call. Hello? Oh, it's Quest's restaurant. You delivering the mashed potatoes and the pot roast? We gotta go, y'all. Well, we thank y'all so much for being a part of the show. And we will see you guys next time. Food is definitely on our mind and on our hearts.
God.
My name is Danielle. You can follow me on.
Where? We didn't hear that part. Where? We can hear you.
You can follow me on. I am Danielle.
What? Speak clearly. Clearly, please. You're right. My roast is sold out. Steak it is. Okay, so can we cut to commercial? I don't know what's going on with our news anchor. Let's go to camera 2, please.
And we just want to say thank you, Danielle, for tuning in. We so appreciate you. We will make sure that we call in our pot roast order. I am Nicole Black. I am 4'11". I am more than just my height. I am also an actress. Thank you for watching today. And on to you, Chanel.
Camera 3, pan to Chanel.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to our season 2, episode 3 of the Boss Ladies Takeover Show. I'm your girl, Chanel Narcissus. Thank you for allowing me to share my beautiful moment with you all, and thank you for all of the congratulations. You can follow me on social media at Chanel Narcissus, name that you see up there. You can definitely go to my site, check out my music videos at www.chanelnarcissus.com. If you are looking for voice lessons, piano lessons, go to studionard.com and definitely reach out to your girl. I would love to help you.
I need to be playing with these pictures all day. Like, surprise!
That is so sweet.
You should have never sent them. Well, I want to say thank you for everyone who tuned in. Shout out to all the women for Women's Month. At the end of the day, it's Women's Day every day because we are truly the backbone to everything that's done right. Okay. And shout out to the ladies here too, because as women in general, business women, Black women, we always doing something. Yeah. And we're always busy and we always have so much going on. And we always have to wear our capes because so many people need us, but we need ourselves, you know? Mm-hmm. And I just want to say I appreciate the women on this platform with me because, like I tell a lot of people, everything in life is optional. But you have carved out this time to be here, which means it means something to you, which means it means something to me, which means it means something to our listeners and our viewers. So I appreciate you. For everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting what we do. I go by the name TQuest. You can follow me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM. And please remember to download your TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store. And remember, I'm Chanel's new manager. So we're going to sign up for them lessons and get them coins. Let's go.
StudioNard.com, baby.
You already know. And if you can't find it, I'm going to send it to you. Okay, ladies, fellas, ladies. And at the end of the day, please pay attention to everything you do and what you say, because these women are a little odd, because I already told them I've never made a pot roast, but they put in their orders. You know why? Because as a business person, like, I just got that effect on the people. Yes, I do.
Get it done. If you don't
Placing
know
orders for something I ain't even cooked yet, that is a flex.
Hey.
With them fans, get them
Hey. I can't wait to get my fan, honey. I'm ready.
All right, John. Until next time. Oh, wait, no. I was playing about the manager thing. No, I was playing. We don't do that over here. We too busy. We too busy. Now, whatever you need, Jenna, we got you, okay? Until next time. Bye.